There we go. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for waiting. Kind of had some behind-the-scenes technical stuff to tackle, and Devious had to balance the checkbook and do the taxes and change the curlers in his hair. And but welcome to Non Sequitur Nate's actual play. I'm very excited about this. Nate is one of those guys that you wonder often, like, what is he doing and what is he saying? Hey, Ogden, good to see you. Can you hear us all right? Or hear me all right, anyway? One of the things that I'm really proud of Nate for doing is diving in headlong into this GMery, taking it to a convention even. And that takes a lot of guts. And, if you know Nate, he's got a lot of guts. He is our non-sequitur dude who, so passionate, also a really great Mutants and Masterminds ambassador. But I won't be talking for this entire episode. I just wanted to introduce everybody and say, Nate, I am so glad that you're doing this. Hi, guys.
Hey, Troy.
My friend, excellent. Thank you, Ogden. I'm really happy you're doing this. I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to mute myself and watch as it unfolds.
Well, thank you, Mr. DeWitt. Where'd that come from? Well, it leads right into the game. I want to just thank everybody for showing up tonight. We have some great players that are going to be involved in this. Hopefully a one-shot at Gen Con that I'm practicing for. So if I don't know all the rules, if I don't know anything, I'm going to call myself out on that, and you're going to get it firsthand. This is kind of an abridged editorial edition of an actual play. And I want to thank you guys for all showing up and taking the time out of your days to meet and greet with us here for the Mutants and Mastermind community on the Atomic Think Tank. And it's just it's a pleasure to be able to have such honored guests join me for this non sequitur edition of actual play. So if you guys would like to introduce yourself, starting up in your right hand corner, my left hand corner, I guess, or Devious, will you log us off?
I will be more than happy to start everything off. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Devious Hearts. I am a volunteer admin for the Atomic Think Tank. And today I will be playing Wraith, the dark, mysterious figure, with his knives and his fighty and his punchy and his badassery. I would like to now turn it over to the lovely and talented Michael in chat right below me.
Hello, everyone. I'm Michael in chat. I'll be playing Blue Bolt, Electro Kid, Dynamo. And I'm a first-time Mutants and Masterminds player, but a long-time role-playing game player.
Woohoo! We love.
So I know less than Nate.
All right, let's move it
to you,
over
Paul.
Yep, thank you, sir.
I am Paul Rue. I am going to be playing Junior, who is a big honkin' himbo, who is a shaved-down Bigfoot.
The Nair got a hold of him.
Right.
Somebody put Nair in the shower head.
That's how it happens.
Yep. Hi, everybody. I'm Gerald, Warden Maximus. And I will be playing Catalyst, the girl with all the powers. Actually, really just one power. But she created a device to allow her to use multiple different kinds of power, powered by her power, which is very powerful, etc.
Etc. Well, and I am your game master, Bigg Nate, as you all know or have heard if you're part of the community or not part of the community. I'm very non sequitur, and I am a ninja. Therefore, I kind of get around and don't make sense half the time. But you know what? It all comes back to the end and the beginning all at once. So without any further ado, let's get busy. It is a quiet early summer day in Freedom City, at least by standards in this town, which means it isn't a Gru invasion or a tidal wave coming from a horde of cybernetic monkeys roaming the streets. You have been sent by Headmaster Summers to assist with a burning building on the outskirts of town. If the fire can't be stopped, all the better. Well, if it can be stopped, excuse me. If the fire can be stopped, all the better. But saving innocent lives is a job number one. The acrid smell of smoke is thick in the air. The heat from the flames can be felt a half a block away. The roar of the inferno and rushing sounds of water from the fire hoses makes it difficult to hear. The FCFD, or the Freedom City Fire Department, are on the scene, but they are in desperate need of assistance, as it seems the building will collapse in a matter of moments. So at this point in the game, I would like everybody to roll an initiative.
Starting the game off hot with a natural 1. So it gives me a 10.
I rolled a 19 plus 10 for 29.
Coming in hot with a 9.
Okay.
19 total.
Okay. So if you guys would just give me the order by character name. That's 29, which is a really good start for someone.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Catalyst? Oh, Blue Bolt, of course. Of course, Blue Bolt's first.
Yep.
With a 29, okay. And then we have Junior with a 19.
No, somebody rolled 19 and got a bonus, didn't you? Catalyst?
I think that was a 29.
Oh, right.
So I got a
19 plus
9
10.
total.
No, I heard
Okay.
9 for Catalyst.
Ah, right. Sorry.
And then a whopping, what did Devious get? A 1 plus
10.
Oh, you
I
got a
got a
10.
total of
So
10.
I'll squeeze you in there. Gosh, you squeaked it out.
Yep. So I got 19, then 9, then 10.
Okay, so Wraith is third, and Catalyst will follow up with the ending of that. All right, so that being the case, Blue Bolt, I need you to introduce how you're going to be coming into this scene of a 7-story apartment building that is now blazing with 3 fire trucks trying to desperately put the flames that are leaping out from every window and door frame that you can see. The situation is dire, but it's up to you guys from the Academy to help and save the day.
Well, of course, there's water everywhere, which isn't good for me. Are there
That's
any
not-
entrances that aren't aflame?
That are not aflame? Why don't
Yes.
you give me a perception check?
Okay. Rolled a 9, and my perception is... Where'd that go? 4. So is that 13?
Okay. You do notice that there are one corner of the building that is not on flame, and that is on the 7th floor at this time. So why don't you, if you want to, you can make that your point of entry or whatever you'd like to do, but you do see a window that you could probably get into on the 7th floor there on the corner as you approach. And as you enter the scene, why don't you describe yourself to the listeners and let everybody know, kind of what you're doing as you come in.
Okay, so I've got blue lightning bolt kind of costume on, and my intent's going to be I can arc teleport basically up to that spot
Mm-hmm.
and into the window. So
Yes.
that would
So what
be,
is your move?
the move would be, let's see. Where'd it go?
With your speed and your lightning power, it would be pretty easy for you to get into that corner room.
Where's the
For your flight, it's 250 feet or 8 miles if you really want to.
teleport 3, 250 feet, lightning flight.
Okay. Yeah, so you were easily able to go in through the open window on the 7th floor, and as you reach in there, what do you want to do at that point?
I'm gonna look around for anybody, any people.
You do not see anybody presently. The smoke is still pretty thick, and with all the water that's spraying on the fires below you and the sound that's rushing in, you may have a little better time maybe looking to see if there's life forms another way.
I have electrosense, but I don't think I'll be able to detect people with it, would I?
Well, I mean, the electric sense will pick up the electric currents from a nervous system, so it's quite possible. Sure.
Let's see. With the electrosense, it senses 3. Just go ahead and roll.
Yep.
And that roll is a 3 for a total of 6, so not much of anything.
Okay. So what you're able to notice is that there's nobody in the direct vicinity, but that doesn't mean that there, obviously there are people you suspect to be in this building at some point. I will let you continue your move so that you can get further into the building because you probably aren't quite done. So if you want to enter the hallway, that would be more than happy to do that.
That'll be great. If there's a door, I'm going to feel for heat, make sure that there's no flame right on the other side of it. And if it's not too hot, I'm going to open it up and go through.
Okay. So at this point, I need you to do a fortitude check with a DC of 10.
All right. My fortitude is 6. The roll is 15.
It's a 21. So yeah, you're able to basically not be fatigued by the flames that are below you and the smoke that's coming up through this up. So that will end your turn unless you want to burn through another hero point, or if you want to put a point of exhaustion on you to do something else.
I'll hold off for now.
Okay. That brings us to Junior. Junior, how would you describe yourself? And then how would you like to enter the scene?
Well, I'm assuming we came on in some sort of vehicle, so I'm just going to clamber out. And Junior is a big, beefy lad. He's large and hairy and just a big hunker, smiling,
hunka burning love,
corn-fed Boy Scout goodness. Yeah, he's wearing like a two-toned earth tone hero suit. He's got his long hair tied back, bare arms and bare legs. There you go. He's gonna sort of just lumber forward and walk up to one of the firefighters who seems to like be mainly talking to people rather than actively holding a hose or running somewhere, and go, "Hey, Chief, I'm Junior. We're from Next Gen. Anything we can do to help?"
Yes, we're glad you're here. We've got survivors somewhere in the building. Obviously, the building's in a state of distress. So anything you can do to help us gather these, survivors and get them out. I know that we've located 3 people on the 3rd floor, but we're having trouble getting in there.
3 people on the 3rd floor. Any idea how many others?
Not at this time. We know that it's a full apartment building, and we've only rescued about probably 50 people. So there's probably a good number of people up there that are trapped or incapacitated in some way.
Dang. Okay, well, thanks for the heads up. Well, see what we can do to help out. If you need anything, let us know.
I'd like to also interject at this time that you all start with a hero point, and a hero point is an economy that we use to allow people to do extraordinary things, re-roll dice, stuff like that. And of course, I will be awarding hero points to people, usually at the end of a scene, or if I feel that you guys have accomplished something based on your character proficiencies and stayed true to your character nature. So go ahead there.
Yep, that's all good. Basically the rest of my action is going to be as the Wraith and Catalyst show up. I'm just going to let them know what the guy has told me. Let them know we've got a couple of people on the 3rd floor. There's some other people in there, but the smoke and flame is making it hard for them to get exact numbers. Bolt's in there. What else is new? Nice. Yeah, hopefully that's helpful. Just so everybody's on the same page from the get-go.
Okay. Did you want to try to make a maneuver into the building using a power, or?
I am going to. Yeah, well, basically, once everybody knows what's up, I am going to. No, I'm going to spend the round making sure that everybody knows what's up, so that nobody's sort of just running in headlong and possibly getting hurt.
Well, this would be a good time for me to editorialize myself. I normally do this when I run this campaign that I've done in my live, not an actual play, but a live play at a table. Yep. Most of the team, actually all of the team, comes with a comm unit. So communication between each other, as long as you're not inside the building with a lot of stuff going on, you should be able to communicate and transfer information to one another via voice or whatever other means you have possible.
Okay, cool.
So everybody has an earpiece or some sort of ability to communicate with the team members.
Okay, well in that case, I'll just say, okay, you got all that? Awesome. I'm gonna head on into the ground floor and make my way up to the 3rd, see if I can find anybody on the lower floors, or if any of the firefighters need help.
Yeah, you do see 2 of the firefighters that are struggling to battle down basically they're fighting for a window when they need to get more water on it, and somebody to make a hole for them in that window a little bit larger might help them to get the flames to die down a little bit better.
Cool. I can certainly make a hole. I'll and that's on the ground floor?
Sure, that's like straight ahead of you.
Awesome. I'll just run up and basically get in the way of the blast, so that they're essentially hosing me down while I sort of lunge into the fire, and basically grab the sides of the window and open it up.
Okay. Now you do need to be careful that you're not taking any support beams and stuff because the building is compromised somewhat.
Oh yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and give me a let's call that a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I don't think you need to worry about the grapple because it's a prone object.
Oh. Yeah, so that is that's 28.
Okay. So how do you want to describe give me a better visual of exactly what you've just done?
Okay, so it's a ground floor window, slightly
like
elevated.
A patio door. Yeah.
Yeah, slightly elevated, and I'm just going to sort of grab the sides of the window and just wrench them back so that I'm sort of opening up to sort of roughly circular holes of bricks. I'm just sort of pulling the bricks out like they were Lego blocks.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay.
Um,
So as you reach into the frame of the window,
Yep.
you're able to rip basically the entire window out, opening it up. What this does do is it gives more access for the fighters to get the hoses in there and to start to soak that room down a little more. And then you also hear in the distance on that floor somebody screaming for help in a back bedroom.
Well, in that case, yeah, I'm just going to head straight for the sound of the...
Okay.
Let's just turn to the two firefighters and go, "You guys good here? Cool." Straight in.
All right. No problem. You go straight into the room, and that brings us to Wraith.
All right. So it's the third floor. I'm going to use my my infrared vision to look for movement. I know there's probably a lot of heat going on right now with the fire and everything, but I'm going to be looking for human movement if I can through the windows and whatnot of the third floor where I heard they're pinned down. Perception check for that?
Yes, and unfortunately, because you're using your infrared, then it would still pertain that there's a -2 modifier on that.
I think you're being generous. Should be a -5. There's a lot of heat, but that's fine. I rolled an 18 with +5, 23 total.
Okay.
And -2, 21. Sorry.
So what you're able to make out with your infrared is that there is a large silhouette of actual heat coming off, and where the people are, it's actually a lower signature.
Okay.
So the people that you're seeing huddled down in this closet on the third floor, you see them on the opposite side of a wall, basically, in the room next to you. And
all right,
the heat's kind of silhouetting their coolness, even though they're probably sitting around 100, but the flames are well above that.
All right. Did it take me a free action to assess that, or did I spend an action doing that?
No, that would that is part of once you moved into the space, I would allow you to activate your stuff without any kind of.
So free action.
Right.
I'm actually going to hold the rest of my actions, and I'm going to ask Catalyst, "Can you get me to that window?" Pointing towards the window right where the people are. So my plan is basically to hold my action. Once she can get me to there, go through the window and basically roll in and see if I can get them out of the closet. I don't need to breathe because one of the powers that I have, so I shouldn't have a problem with smoke. Also, I'm immune to poison, so
okay,
even if there's a toxic gas, I should be fine.
So basically, you're like a firefighter with the full gear on and mask and everything. The equivalent, or actually better. So, yeah, go ahead. That's fine. So, Kat, he's requested your assistance.
I apologize. I'm going to take that back. I just realized that one of my enhancements, I do apologize, I'm very new to the character. I have 60 feet of leaping. So 60 feet, third story, I should be able to jump right through there. Jump right through that window. And,
why don't you just give me an agility check and we'll go, or athletics check?
Athletics,
whichever's higher.
Acrobatics?
Whichever's higher.
Okay. Acrobatics. 26.
Okay. So as you are running towards the building, you're able to leap and springboard yourself off of a limb of a tree that is outside the building, and do basically a front flip with ease into the third story window.
All right. I'm going to assess the situation. Basically, is it a closet I can get them out of there? And can I bring them back to the window where I could maybe hand them off to Catalyst?
Yeah, you could definitely do that. Why don't you go ahead and, because I'm just trying to see what we should roll for that. Just one second.
One of the things also, I might need to make a persuasion check because I look like the Grim Reaper,
Mhm.
and I'm busting through the door. I'm here to save you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why don't we do that? Why don't you do give them a persuasion check at a -2?
Okay. All right. And it is not my strong suit. I rolled a 20.
Well,
I did. That means I got a total of 20 minus 2, 18. I guess any port in the storm is okay with that.
So basically, I rolled for them to see where their fear level was. They are scared to death, but not too much to where they just basically, the two children that were trapped inside the closet jump into your arms to make it even that much easier for you to assess the situation and remedy it.
All right, good. All right, I will go ahead and do that, and I will position the kids and whoever all is there over to the window, hopefully to hand off to Catalyst, who I'll coordinate with.
Well, actually, for you, you see that the ladder truck, and there's a firefighter that's now, because he's following you and what you've done, and he's brought a boom truck, a ladder over the side where that window is, so that he can get those people out.
Even better. I'll go ahead and hand them off to them then.
Okay. Excellent job.
All right. Thank you.
Catalyst.
All right. So we got Junior on the first floor. We got the Wraith on the third floor, and we got Blue Bolt on the 7th floor, right?
Correct.
All right. Then I'm going to the 5th floor.
Okay.
And I'm going to fly up to one of the windows. If one of the windows is broken, I'll just go there. But if not, I can blast through one of the windows.
There is a window that is broken on one of the balconies on the 5th floor facing the firefighters.
Okay.
And it is pretty smoky. So.
All right. I have life support.
Okay.
So I'm not too afraid of the smoke, and I have flight 9, so I can get up there no problem. I want to go up, and I'm going to go through the window, and I'm going to start looking around for people. I'm going to start yelling, calling out for people. I'm from Claremont Academy. I'm here to rescue you.
Okay. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Fantastic. That'll be a full 11.
You hear the muffled sounds of somebody that seems to be possibly under some debris that has fallen from the 6th floor on top of them.
All right.
And it's located somewhere in like the bedroom area of that particular apartment building room.
All right. So I'm gonna make my way there and see what I can do about getting this debris off of them.
Okay.
If it's a lot, if it's like a big chunk of something, I will use my bioenergy blast to kind of cut through and make it into smaller sections.
Okay.
So it can be lifted.
What is your lift capacity on that?
Well, it doesn't actually have any lift capacity. I was just cutting up any larger pieces so that I could lift them. And my lift capacity is not great.
Gotcha. Well, what you've noticed when you go into the bedroom is that in the bathroom, of that room, the ceiling has collapsed over the bathtub, and the person was smart enough to go into the bathtub and fill it full of water so that they're not burning.
Right.
But the debris from the upper floor is now trapping them in the bathtub, and there's a small, glint of airspace that they have between the tub surface and where they can peek out of. So you see a hand reach out and yell for help.
I will grab the hand and say, I'm here to help you. Move as close as you can to where I am, and then I will use my my bioenergy blast to kind of cut through the debris and try to make a big enough hole for them to get through, while keeping them close enough to me that they don't get hit by it.
Okay.
Because my blast, I've had a bad history. I've injured some people and had some accidents, so I'm trying to be very, very careful, but also trying to be helpful at the same time.
All right. Well, they tuck themselves up into one corner of the bathtub near where they are, so that you'd be able to basically cut the debris and maybe get it small enough off the other end.
Okay.
So just would that be you're gonna have to tell me what you think you should need to roll on that, because I haven't ever run with Catalyst.
Yeah. I would maybe, if I was running it from the other end, I would maybe have them roll an attack roll, just pretty low.
Yeah,
but
it's like a DC 10.
Yeah, still make an attack roll just in case you mess it up.
Right. Okay, so why don't you give me a DC 10 roll for attacking that piece of debris?
14.
Beautiful. So you're able to basically shave off enough of it to where you can then maneuver the rest of it out of the way and pull her free.
Okay. And I will, next bit will probably be the next round because I've already moved and acted.
Correct. Yeah, so you're kind of stuck right there at the moment. And at the beginning of your next turn, I will probably have to have you roll. Well, I will roll for her to see if she becomes incapacitated or not from the smoke or debris.
Right.
Now, it says that you guys are all in the building now, correct? All at different locations.
Yep.
So I need you guys, because it's just one of those things that they do here in this game, is call high or low and just see if you have to make a dodge check from falling debris.
Starting with me, I'll go low.
Okay.
High.
Okay.
I always go high.
Blue boat goes high.
Always
Okay.
the one to go low. I see how it is.
So, Wraith, you went low, and in fact, there was a piece of debris that starts to fall just as you handed off that second child.
Okay.
So you need to make a dodge check, please.
All right.
DC, let me double check that really quick.
Rolled a 27.
I think you probably succeeded. Yeah, I imagine you did. Let's see, the debris, the debris, rank. Okay, so yeah, you needed a 15. And
Got it.
so yeah, you got it.
Is it an area effect where I still would have to roll though versus toughness, or is it just I dodge the problem?
It's a rank 5 area damage effect.
Okay. Well, I made the dodge, so I'd still have to do half the damage.
Correct.
But with half the damage on a level 5, it's only going to be like I have to roll above an 18.
Well, it says it says an 18. Success means that you have a toughness resistance check against an 18 as opposed to a 20.
Yeah. I rolled exactly an 18. So all right, cool.
Yeah, you're fine. Basically, you're able to dodge out enough of the way, and the light debris that falls over you just kind of falls off your back. And everybody else, you got lucky and nothing happened at your location. Blue Bolt, you are up and ready to rumble again, sir.
All righty. I want to just clarify. So I'm on the 7th floor. Catalyst is on the 5th. Junior is on the 3rd.
Junior's on the ground floor or
Wraith
first
is
floor.
on the 3rd.
And I'm on
Wraith is
the
on
third.
the third.
Wraith is on the third.
And Wraith is on the 3rd. Okay.
Yep.
Are there any floors above me?
No, you are on the top.
I'm on the top
So
floor.
the only thing that you have above you is the roof of the building.
All right, so I'm going to start making my way down using my electro sense to find anybody.
Okay. Now, just so you know that there is 2 elevator shafts, one on the east and one on the west sides of the building. You happen to be on the western side of the building. So with you in the hallway, you see access to that elevator, which is about, 30 to 40 feet down the hall and to your left.
How about fire stairs?
There are stairs on the from where you are in the opposite corner. So
I'm
if
gonna
you were to
make a
look down the
break for
hallway,
them.
you have a hallway to your north, because you're in the western corner, and you have a hallway leading to the first elevator that is going to be east of you.
Well, I'm not going to risk the elevators. I'm going to take the stairs down to the next floor.
Okay. I mean, you
And
do fly.
Is there anybody on the 6th floor?
So you make a dash down the stairwell to the 6th floor. And how do you go about entering that floor?
I'm going to check the door for heat, make sure there's no fire on the other side of it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check, please.
Okay. The roll is a 6. Where's my
The door
perception bonus?
is not hot.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. Not so that I get blasted by anything if there's anything on the other side.
Right. So as you open it, it flings open out of your hands and slams against the inside part of the stairwell as air rushes towards you, and a large fireball runs down the hallway towards you as it's basically sucking all the flame and stuff in your general direction.
Slam that door.
Okay, go ahead and make I guess it would just be a reaction roll, or would it be like a strength check? I think it would probably be, let's see, not dexterity, agility.
Yeah.
What do you have as far as skills?
Perception 4. Oh, I missed the perception on the last one there.
Mhm.
Insight 3.
That's
Okay.
people. So
Right.
Okay. So agility is 2.
Okay.
actually, you have
Mental?
expertise science,
Okay.
and you may be able to figure out a way to deal with the problem because it's the flow of air and heat and all that sort of thing. It's not a great skill, but it's certainly valid in there.
Okay. So agility?
Yeah.
If you're going to dodge out of the way, then yeah, you would be your dodge plus your agility roll.
All right.
Just your dodge.
Is it
Just
just dodge plus 10?
It's just dodge.
So
Okay.
that would be his DC then?
12 plus 8. 20.
Okay. So
Dodge.
you would, okay, that's perfect. So what you're able to do then is basically as the fireball is coming towards you, you remember from your scientific background at school that there's usually a pocket of clean air, or not clean, but a pocket underneath where the flame would be, and so you're able to dive underneath it down the hallway and press yourself against the floor enough to where the flames basically go right over the top of you.
Perfect. And scamper down the hall if I can detect anybody down there.
Right? Did you want to try to use your biosense at that point?
Yeah, my electrosense.
Yeah,
It's
try
a
it again.
3
Okay.
with electrosense 3, and is that with my perception 4 on top of it for a total of 7?
Well, it should tell you in your stat block there. Let me see here.
The bonus should already be added in, I would imagine,
Right.
on your sheet.
Mhm.
Mark.
So senses 3 and perception 4 together, or
No,
it-
senses 3 just details the type of senses you have.
right.
okay,
It should be a strict perception.
so
My
just
apologies.
use perception.
Yeah, perception,
Okay,
plus a roll.
natural 20. Look at that.
All right. So
Dang.
to basically, and remember, you still have comms. With a natural 20, you kind of reformulate yourself from the first attempt that you did, and you put out this electromagnetic pulse, basically, throughout the entire building. And it shoots down, pretty fair distance. And you're able to pick up these pinpoint locations of where you would think that electrical signals of a person, some in very much distress, their fear has jacked up their electrical currency that they're putting out, and the some are actually fading very quickly, and their nervous system seems to be dropping because they're near death.
All right, head straight for those guys.
Okay, so would you please roll me a d6, please?
A D6.
Yes, please.
Oh, I have to go find one of those.
Well, okay. How about this? Just roll your 20 and then divide it by 3.
Okay. Rolled a 6 for a total of 2.
Okay. So you notice that there is someone on 2 of the floors.
Is it any of the floors that any of my comrades are on?
One is on your floor, and you notice that there is another one that's not the one that Kat is near, on the 5th floor.
Catalyst. There's somebody on your floor. They're one of the ones in trouble, or are they the
Right.
Frightened.
That are really, really, really in peril.
all right? Catalyst. There's somebody on your floor. I'm going for the one that's near me.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, great. So that brings us to JR.
Yep, I'm just gonna barrel forward towards the noise I heard before.
Okay.
I'm not good at keeping low, unfortunately, but actually, I will drop down onto all fours so that I can keep running. Because I want to get under the smoke so that I can use my enhanced tracking sense to get an idea of the precise location of where the people are.
Mm-hmm.
They'll obviously be in a room in an apartment. So what I'll do is, as I head forward, I'm just going to barrel through the door and try to bring the door with me so I can use it as a makeshift shield
Okay.
if I need to protect. If I need to protect the people during an evacuation.
Okay. No,
So, yeah.
that's really cool.
Have a sniff around, see if I can find them.
Okay. Will you just give me a athletics roll then to make that all happen?
Sure. That is 13 plus 18, is a lot.
31.
31. Yep.
Okay. So without any real effort whatsoever, you basically reach for the doorknob, and it kind of like your fingers kind of crunch into it and bend it, but
Mhm.
you're able to basically hit the door with the other hand and
Yep.
pop it off its hinges. And so now you have like this, shield that you can use to block flames or what have you.
Yeah, kind of holding it up like that
Right.
across my back
Okay.
and calling out to go, hey, anyone in here?
Okay. So as you pop the door off that apartment building, you notice that the door is wedged open with debris that goes up that staircase on that one side.
Okay.
So the same staircase that Blue Bolt was in, basically, at the end of that hall, you see that it's wedged open, and you hear somebody calling out for help.
Okay, is that beyond the staircase, above the staircase?
Well, you hear it like in that general vicinity, but with the echoing and all the other noise that's going around. Why don't you give me a heightened sense, but at a -2?
Okay. So I'll use
just so you can get a more precise location.
I'm essentially I'm gonna try to rely on smell as much as possible because
well the
that's what I'm best at, but that's why I'm
smell
staying.
from I know you want to stay low. Okay.
Perception is natural 20 for 27.
Okay, you get a whiff of basically the sweat that's dripping off this poor person in the stairwell, and it's very, very pungent to you, and so you know exactly where that pheromones are coming from, and it would be a quick, like, if you were to proceed with the door on your back, you could get there this turn and at least identify the person and have them ready to be retrieved.
Okay, yeah, we'll head straight there then.
Okay, so you get to the end, and there's a piece of building. The doorway is kind of fallen over, and there's a crack, just big enough for like somebody to squeeze through, that leads into that stairwell. And you hear them, crying for help, and you see a person kind of reaching through the rubble towards you.
Okay. If I can get my arm in to the gap and kind of just, like, I'll put the door up against the wall and kind of just try to shoulder the rubble up to clear. Like, I'm not trying to get rid of it altogether, but I'm just trying to clear it.
Okay, go ahead and
big enough.
Make a strength check.
Yep. Ooh, that ain't good. That is 11.
Okay.
2. I'm just.
Would you like to possibly use a hero point to reassess that?
This place is crumbling to bits, and they're in a stairwell.
They're in the stairwell. Basically the stairs that come down off that corner.
Okay, cool.
They're basically underneath the stairs.
Dang. Okay. Give me a second. Yeah, I'll spend the hero point. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll grab that door and try to use it as kind of a
wedge.
Basically, what I'm thinking is, because of the bad roll, I've tried to lift up the debris, but the debris's not stable enough, and I can't lift it without it collapsing. So I'll shove the door in so it provides like a platform.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the unstable debris is now on a platform, so I can actually lift.
Nice.
Like that.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll. You got a 10 automatically.
Okay, that is 26.
Excellent. So you're able to basically reach back and wedge the door in there really quickly, and then use your brute strength to kind of push the debris up out of the way, and you see the person scurry and then grab onto your waist.
How you doing, buddy?
Okay, that ends your turn with this person that you're now sheltering from any future harm. Wraith, it's
Yep.
your turn, sir.
All
Real
right, I
quick
will
over
continue
comms,
to.
I'm asking. Oh, well, hold
What's
on,
that?
Dave. Real quick over comms, I'm asking, where's the ladder? To what floor?
If I've recently taken a look out the window, because I know that there was a ladder there to support the third just a little while
The
ago.
third?
I can tell them
Okay.
on what side it was, then that on the third floor, and I say, "Do you need me to help you get somebody out of a window?"
I'm on the 6th floor, and I'll be
Not a problem. What side?
the stairwell side,
So that'd be the west
Do I
side.
know what he's talking about?
the
Okay.
west side.
Yeah, west side
I'll go
story.
out a window and use my wall crawling. I'll go out a window and use my wall crawling to crawl up the surface of the building directly to them.
Okay.
And then I can relay that person, whoever they give me, down to the ladder on the third floor if they haven't quite reached there yet.
All right, give me an agility check just for shits and giggles.
Sure. The giggle is a total of 21.
Excellent. So after handing off the kids that you had saved,
I'm sorry,
You're
did you
able-
mean acrobatics? I apologize.
yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, my bad. Yes, 21.
Excellent. So you're able to basically leap out on top of the boom ladder, and
Yep.
then backflip your way up into the wall, and start to use your climbing at that point to make it to that window on the 6th floor.
And I backflipped because I felt like being fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And at that
I will-
point, you basically can see Blue Bolt.
Okay.
Hand you off somebody.
Yeah, no problem. I will go ahead and get them, and I will use my wall crawling to go back down.
Okay.
Do you want me to do maybe an athletics check to manage the weight of the person on the way down as well?
That would be perfect. Yes, thank you.
Roll a total of, with athletics, 18.
Okay. Yeah, so it's little or no inconvenience to you. You sling the person over your shoulder, and with one hand, you kind of just slide down the side of the building, kind of like just scratching your entire way down. And what floor did you want to stop
Okay.
at? Did you want to stop back off at the third and drop her off, or go all the way to the ground?
Well, if the third is where the guy is with the ladder, yeah, that's what I wanted to get. I wanted to pass them off to a fire department person
Okay.
who can help them down the rest of the way of the ladder, and
They
then go back
extended the
into
ladder up to the 4th floor, so they meet you part
Okay.
way.
Okay, that
And
works.
he's like, "Great job, Wraith! You're doing awesome. Let's get these people out."
Give them a double thumbs up and head back in.
Okay. Let's go to Catalyst.
All right. I've got one here that do they seem mobile?
She's somewhat injured,
Okay.
but she can limp her way to wherever you need to be. It would just be at a slower pace.
Okay. I'm going to point her to the window where I came in.
Sure.
And I am going to look around and see if I can find this other person that I've been told is on this floor with fading life signs.
Okay. Let me see. I'm going to
Can I direct him with my electrosense, telling him where he's at?
You can to get a closer perspective, sure, because you can see where she is, and so you can just tell her exactly where to go at that point. The person you saved was able to make it to the window, and there is now a inflatable cushion at the bottom that she's able to basically get coaxed by the firefighters to jump into.
All right.
And so she, they've got it covered with foam and fire retardant stuff like that. And so she jumps out the window on the 5th floor, the 5th floor, and she kind of nods to you, and mouths thank you as she finds the ability to just jump out the window, which
All
is it's terrifying.
Yeah.
You can actually hear the screams from below. Like people are just like, oh, it's shock. Blue Bolt is able to direct you down the hallway past the 2 elevators. So it's quite a distance. But you now get a sense of exactly where this other person that is in distress would be located.
So I am going to go to them. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my healing energy power.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know exactly what's going on with them. But if it's a damage condition, I can potentially heal them.
Okay.
And that is a total of 20. So that would be 3 degrees, or 3 of the worst damage conditions off.
Right. So when you reach the person and they're actually in the elevator and kind of stuck in the elevator because it's not operating at this point. So it's kind of like halfway up and they're hanging out part way and the doors are kind of jammed against them. You come over and you apply your medical, technique to them, and you see the life kind of like flood back into them. They were like very close to like being incapacitated completely and suffocating at that point. And so they start sputtering and coughing, but they're definitely not within the ability at this moment to be able to move on their own and get themselves out of the building without assistance.
Well, if I can still in this round, I'll kind of scoop them up and try to start moving toward the window.
The window that you came in or to a different window?
If there's one closer, I'll move to whichever one's closer.
Okay. There is a closer window that you can go to on the 5th floor. And you have... let's see.
I gotta go let a dog in. I'll keep the headset on so I can hear
problem.
You,
If you wanted to spend a point of exhaustion, basically fatigue, or you can spend a hero point, I could allow you to exercise that plan to get them out the window.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend the hero point.
Okay. So you spend your hero point. And why don't you describe to me how you're going to go about, because they came out of the door. So the door's open and the window's over there, but you see flames and smoke billowing out the open window that is through the apartment, basically.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them standing up. I'm going to basically wrap my arms around them and tell them, we're going to go fast. But I'm going to get you to safety. And I am going to scoop them up. I'm going to fly to the window, and I'm going to blast it with my bioenergy blast to break the window so we don't.
Okay. At this point in the thing, I need everybody to choose high or low.
Stay high.
Low.
High.
So Rafe went low. Everybody else went high?
Yeah, high, sorry.
Okay, so we got 3 highs and a low. Okay. It is low, which means everybody else has to make the dodge against falling debris. So I need everybody to make a DC 15 dodge rated attack.
It's 19 for Catalyst.
Okay.
What is my
16 plus 8 for 24 for
Okay.
Bolt.
defense? I'm thinking that I am going to just take it because I've got a person with me.
Mhm.
And if there's falling debris, what's going to happen is they're going to go in under, and the falling debris is going to land on my back.
Okay. So you're going to take a full DC 20 on your toughness check. Everybody else gets an 18. So we'll start with Blue Bolt.
So I roll a toughness roll.
Yes, please.
19 plus 8, 27.
Okay. So you're able to basically shrug it off or get out of the way enough to where it doesn't affect you. Then we're going to go to Catalyst.
That's 20 toughness for Catalyst.
Okay. And you're able to basically just skirt out of the way as you get out the window with your hero point in usage. And as that whole apartment ceiling collapses down on that apartment. So just in the nick of time. And then JR, go ahead and give me a DC 20 check against your toughness resistance, please.
I did not make it. I rolled a 16, so failed by 4.
Okay, so that's still only one degree of so you're what, dazed?
No, one degree is just bruised.
Bruised. Okay, so it's bruised, dazed. Okay.
Not dazed, just bruised.
Just bruised. Okay, so you take the brunt of the of the attack.
I'm lightly singed.
Right.
It's okay, pal.
So you've got the debris on your back and it's falling over you, but the person underneath you is perfectly fine. And that brings us back to the top
Sorry,
of the
dude,
order.
you're okay.
Oh, Catalyst, did you want to fly her down to the ground then?
Yes.
Okay. So you're able to hand her off to paramedics, and that's where you will end your turn. You are caught between two of the fire trucks now. But you're on the eastern side of the building, just so you're aware.
Okay.
Blue Bolt, you're still on the western corner because you just handed that person off to Wraith. Wraith, you are at the 4th floor, clinging to the wall, handing off somebody. And then JR, you are on the western corner of the stairwell, just under Blue Bolt, basically, with a person there. So, Blue Bolt, go ahead. It is your turn again.
Am I detecting any other life signs?
Yes, you do see other life signs, and there's a fairly prominent one that would be basically in the room on your floor.
The 6th
right
floor,
next to the elevator. Yeah, right across, right in the middle of the two elevators. It's kind of like a community room, pool table, stuff like that. Kind of, you would figure, but there's a person in there, standing there.
Oh, and they're just fine?
It's not that they're just fine, but you can see that there's a person standing in that space.
Okay. Just run into the room with all the intent of rescuing them.
Okay.
And then grab them, not like carry them, just grab them and say, follow me, we're going down the hall. And we go back down to the stairwell that I just came from. And I direct them down.
All right, let's hold up. So you get to the doorway, and it's a double door, and you fling it open, and smoke starts to billow out towards you, and you see this figure in the middle of the room standing there, somewhat not really fazed by what's going on around him, and he's just standing there, and you look through the smoke, and you see this figure just standing there, like not trying to escape, not trying to do anything, but this large figure leering back at you from the doorway.
I'm hitting it with a lightning bolt.
Well, I need you to make a perception check first.
All right.
Actually, let's make it. Do you have anything with history or?
No, just science.
Okay. So just give me an intellect check, actually. Intelligence.
Total of 6.
All right. You're kind of stunned at this moment. You really don't know who this person is, but it's obvious to you that they may have been, unaffected by the smoke for some reason, but you're kind of like, who is this person? So are you going to then throw a lightning bolt at them?
That's my first instinct.
Okay, I mean, if this is, if you have no reason to, other than you don't know what's going on, there's no reason. Like, I had you make an intellect check to see if you could understand maybe who this person is, because you can still see who it is faintly through the smoke. So if you were got a higher enough roll, I would have told you who the person was, and because it's somebody that you've been told about.
What about insight check to see? Sorry, what about an insight check to see if they are acting kinky?
Yeah, let's do an insight check.
All right.
That's a much better one. Thank you, Devious.
Oh, natural 1.
You are completely just dumbfounded. Is like, why are you just standing there? So go ahead and act that out.
They must be in shock. You need to rescue them.
Standing there.
Right. So, okay, now let's proceed back to where you were. You're going to go grab that person and take them, and save them, right?
Right.
Because you have no reason not to.
Right.
Okay, so that proceeds. So how would you like to try to save them?
Grab them and just drag them with me. Follow me.
Okay, so you grab their hand. You grab their hand.
Grab them by the arm.
So you grab this person by the arm and start to pull them towards where you came in. Correct.
Correct.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and give me a grab roll or an unarmed, a strength check.
Okay. Unarmed is
It'd be
unarmed.
Close
Is that where
combat unarmed? Close
unarmed?
combat
Okay.
grab.
Okay.
unarmed +2.
Okay. Go ahead.
14.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. So as you grab onto the arm of this person, not only are you taken back by the girth and size of the wrist that you're grabbing, or the person himself, which is a very large figure, you kind of look back up over your shoulder as you basically aren't going anywhere. And you see this individual slowly turn his head towards you, because he dwarfs you by about a foot. And he looks at you and he smiles this most sinister, like you just really stepped into a big pile of dude. I need you to make give me a dodge check.
Okay. 27.
Okay. I have a 29.
Oh, you're kidding me.
And yeah. So he reaches across from the hand that you have with his opposite hand and grabs you by the throat and picks you up off the ground with relative ease. You feel yourself being basically contorted in a way that you've never been contorted before, as he kind of shoves you into like a human cannonball and chucks you as hard as he can towards the opening, and hopefully not killing you as you hit the wall outside in the hallway.
Do I make any kind of a check? A dodge or a jump?
You did your dodge and you failed. So this would be a straight toughness check.
They would need to make a strength check after the grab went down. So if he did succeed, then they would make a strength check versus each other, and the winner is the one who can do a grab on the other. Or sorry, the attacker gets the grab.
I think it's
if they
going to be a
succeed.
gimme, but okay. I will do that with him. So you have now been snatched, and go ahead and roll your strength against my strength.
Okay. My strength score is 1. The roll is 11 for a total of 12.
Okay. So you fail against
Of
his
course.
strength. And you feel innately like just overly something bad's going to happen. And as you fail this resistance roll, this person basically takes you like a baseball and chucks you across the room. I will give you a resistance at a negative to hopefully keep from hitting the wall because of how would we do it to where if I wanted him to be able to recover midair and not like activate his flight ability to try to slow himself down.
Acrobatics check to see if you could minimize the
the impact.
Impact. Yeah.
Okay. So give me a acrobatics roll, please, Blue Bolt.
Okay, I don't see acrobatics on my character sheet. What do I roll for that?
Agility.
Agility?
Yep.
Okay, that's a 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Roll high.
Or athletics.
4 plus 2, 6. Can I use a hero point and redo
You
that?
can, and if you want to use your athletics instead of agility straight up, then I will allow that.
A 2. Oh my god.
Well, that's
Well,
going to be
that's a 12.
a natural 10. Well, it's
Okay.
it's going to be a 10.
Well, no, it's if it's below a 10, you automatically add 10 to it.
10,
So a
so
2
it's a
is
12.
actually a 12.
It's a 12
when you
with
use the
his
hero
ability.
point
Yeah.
plus your agility 14.
Okay.
Okay. So you were just able enough to decrease the damage by 1. But you are going to take a significant amount of damage, unfortunately. What's your toughness?
8.
Okay.
That's pretty tough.
So your toughness 8. So I add 10 to that?
No, you have him roll his toughness versus the DC of whatever damage is going to be done.
Okay.
If the person, say for instance, had a 10 strength,
Sure.
DC 25.
Okay.
And then depending on how poorly they fail, more damage is done.
Okay, gotcha. So go ahead and roll your toughness.
That was 9 plus 8 for a total of 17.
Okay. You
So
failed
17 minus 25 is what?
8.
It's about
by
8.
8. Yeah.
So
that's
that means there's 2 levels of damage. That's
Okay.
1 bruise and a dazed.
All right. And then he was able to recover with the flight to knock it down to just a bruise. So you are just bruised as you slam into the wall.
Is that the end of my disastrous turn?
Yes, it is, sir. Sorry. So over the comms, you guys hear a thud and a come from Blue Bolt.
Ow.
Blue Boat, you okay?
No, there's a big bruiser here that's obviously not needing to be rescued. I'm on the 6th floor by the in between the elevators.
Understood. Whose turn is it next?
It is JR's turn. He has a person clinging to his waist and has shrugged off the debris.
Well, I'm actually holding them under me because my back was.
Yes.
I had to shift them so that I could take the thing. How are they? Are they good? Are they injured?
They're
panicked?
taking smoke inhalation. They're going to have to roll like everybody else. But
yeah.
Let's see, smoke inhalation.
Gonna check.
You've been in
You
there
doing
for
it?
2 turns. They've been in there for longer.
Yep.
So you have to make a fortitude resistance check for me at a 15.
Piece of cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are able to basically shrug off the smoke inhalation. Unfortunately, the person that you are saving drops limp.
Oh man. Okay.
Well, so it makes it easier actually because now you just have to
Oh
worry
yeah.
about getting them out. So
Yeah, I was just wondering if I was just hoping that they'd be still alive so I could go, is there anybody else? But
well,
that's
it's a
all
little,
right.
you got the one that you have. Let's put it that way.
Yep. Okay, well, I'll get on comms and go, anybody else in the stairway? No? Cool.
There's no response.
Because load-bearing superhero down here. And I'm going to move forward from underneath the collapsed stairwell towards where the firefighters were carrying this guy.
All right. So what I need you to do is to make a strength check for me to be able to shrug off the added weight.
Yep, that's 31.
Okay, no problem. And then now that you're free of the debris, you can make a movement at your normal rate, basically, back to where you came from.
Yeah, I'm pretty fast. So I'm, just going to sort of drop my shoulder so that if there is anything in the way that isn't a firefighter, just push straight through it. Sort of carrying the person like they were a football at this point.
Okay.
So leading with one shoulder, carrying them under my arm with the other, and just trying to get them out front.
All right. Will you give me an agility check? Or an athletics check?
Yep. And that's 25.
Okay. So the reason I was having you check to see if you were able to basically stop before you barrel through the hole. And had you had failed, you might have smacked into one of the fire trucks.
Yep.
And then got it, into a perilous situation to where it's not effectively doing what it needed to do, but you're fine. You're able to stop and hand off the victim. And then at that point is when you hear the full conversation that Blue Bolt's having with himself now, that he took this hit by getting slammed into a wall. And that brings us to, is there anything else you would like to try to do?
I hand him off to the paramedics and go, guy's unconscious, but he hasn't been knocked out for long, so...
Okay. So, Wraith, go ahead and take your turn, please.
All right. I am at the 4th floor, just having handed somebody off.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And the person is on the what floor that Blue Bolt is interacting with?
That would be the 6th floor.
6th floor?
Correct.
So that's only about 20 feet above me.
Yeah, that's where you were just.
I can pretty much get there.
No problem.
Okay. So I can get through. I basically want to go to the location where they are at and make sure that Blue Bolt is okay. And if I see somebody there, I will go ahead and attack them.
Okay. So as you reach up through the hole where you were given the person to begin with, you see Blue Bolt not collapse, but on one knee against the wall where there was an impression above him where he made the impact on the wall, but he's obviously not 100%, and he's kind of kneeling down right now and looking, slowly up at whatever happened. But you can see him down the hallway with your improved vision, but it's kind of through the smoke, through the haze, through the heat that's kind of radiating back and forth across the hallway.
Sure. All right, no problem.
But you're able to get up there. I will.
Okay, I will go ahead and I will power attack, but I'm only going to shift about 2. I'm going to try to swing at him. Or I'm basically going to do like a series of flips, of course, because I can. And then that's going to roll into a huge double drop kick.
Okay. So with your momentum that you were able to spring through the window and get down the hallway with a series of acrobatic moves, as the person comes into the hallway to reach down and pick Blue Bolt up again, you're able to land this double kick upon that person. And
Would
so
I need to roll?
Yeah, you would have to roll, unfortunately.
Okay. I have rolled an 18 total.
An 18 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
That means if they have a dodge of 8 or better, I have missed. If they have an 8 or lower, then I have hit.
Okay, so they have a dodge of 12.
Then I have missed and launched past them.
Right. So with a blink of an eye, as you make your attack, the person kind of notices you out of the corner of his eye, and and basically rolls with your kick just enough to make you miss by the smallest margin, almost like he intended to have you miss that closely.
Okay.
Now I need you to make a I guess it would be insight, or would it be an intelligence check, or
is it to
if I can clearly see them, I might be able to get some sort of history.
Yeah. Okay. So
if I have some idea about history, I might be able to make an appropriate check. Let me check out my skills here real quick.
Well, this is
Paul,
something that you would have gotten.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Paul, were you saying something?
No, it's all good.
Just one moment.
So what I was going to go with is that you would actually probably have an advantage to this. Means that it was something that was covered at the school.
Okay. So it'd be a +2 or a +5 circumstance bonus if you want to go ahead and
Well, why don't
that.
you, what is your intelligence?
I'm looking that up right now. Sorry about the delay.
No problem. If I had a bigger screen, I'd have everybody's pulled up as we are.
All right. I have a 3 intelligence.
Okay. So why don't we go ahead? I'll give you a +2.
All right. I rolled a total of 15.
Okay. You remember in one of the classes that was performed by Headmaster Summers that there are certain individuals in Freedom City that you should probably avoid. This is what they call the flee on sight protocol. At the top of this list happens to be someone that resembles this person verbatim.
Okay.
So in your mind, and I will put it into private chat so that you can, bring it forth to the team.
Okay.
You probably know who it is.
No idea at this point.
Just 1 second. I'm going to give you the ability to say it over the comm.
Sure.
It's in private chat.
Guys, it's the amalgam.
Yeah.
So that basically triggers everybody's thought processes if they weren't like chewing on a jerky stick or a sub during the lecture that was given. Maybe Blue Bolt because he's constantly eating. But yes, the amalgam is on the scene.
So
dun, dun,
this
dun.
is not good.
This is not good.
Dun, 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 indeed.
At this realization, was there anything else you would like to try to do?
Basically, I'm going to just assess the situation. Right now, I've used up my move and my action. Correct. I'm going to take a quick look around to see if there's anything in the environment that I might be able to cue other people in on to let them know, what the situation is.
Okay.
Well,
as a free action, I will. You've said amalgam, so they are aware that you are where you are, and who you are now facing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Catalyst, it is your up.
All right. And you said there were firefighters down where I landed, right?
Correct. There are firefighters everywhere, but you
Okay.
you handed off your person to a team of paramedics, and now you are free to do what you need to do.
I'm going to say to the firefighters, evacuate everybody. Just get away from this building. And then I'm going to say on the comms, is there anybody else left in the building that needs evacuated?
Blue Bolt's not able to respond at this time.
So that's
Was
It
I
is
able to see anybody when I quickly glanced around?
not on the 6th floor. So the 7th floor, the 6th floor are empty. The 3rd floor is done. The 5th floor
I'll
is
call
done.
out that the
The
6th floor
2nd
and
floor
3rd floor
is still unaccounted for, and the 4th floor has been retrieved. So there's only the 2nd floor that needs to be looked at.
Does someone have eyes on Blue Bolt? Does he need help?
I got him.
Okay. I am going to go through the 2nd floor.
Like phase through it or go to it?
I am going to fly through a window on this side of the building and try to look as quickly as I can to see if there's anybody on the 2nd floor that needs help getting out.
Okay. And how do you go about doing that?
Fast.
Fast. What is your movement?
I have flight of 9. I can move, I believe, 2 miles and around.
So do you want to do the outside of the building or do you want to do it through the main
I'm
causeway?
going through because if there's anybody in there, I want to get them out. That's the goal.
All right. You are able to basically do this at a haste.
Yeah.
I will give you a perception roll, but at a -5 because of your haste and because of the smoke and the fire and everything that's going on.
Okay. 3.
If there's anybody else left in there, you would not know it.
Yep.
Unless you want to spend your hero point.
I already spent my hero point.
Okay. Does somebody else want to try to use their hero point in some fashion to assist him?
Unless they have what's the luck control? They can't spend a hero point for me.
Well, we've actually got the comm links. So if one of us
yeah,
has
but
a
if
line
nobody
on
else is on the 2nd floor, no one would know if anyone was on the 2nd floor.
Well, actually, Blue Bolt would know because he knew where everybody was at the time that he did the.
Isn't he?
No, he's not unconscious. He's not unconscious.
No, just
he's
bruised,
just
but he doesn't
bruised.
have an action right now.
But he doesn't have an action.
So as far as I know, 2nd floor is clear.
Okay.
So I'm going to come out the other side of the 2nd floor, and I am going to go up to the 6th floor.
Okay. So you can do all that maneuvering, and you see the main window on the 6th floor. There's like a laundry facility up against where, like right next to where you basically presume Blue Bolt and Wraith to be.
All right. So I'm going to say I'm outside the 6th floor. If I need to evac anybody, bring them to the laundry.
Okay. Okay. Then that brings us to Blue Bolt.
We're going to take a break at this moment?
Yep. Good time to... Not a bad time to do it.
Yeah, if you guys want to take a break, then we can do that. So we will come back in 10.
Yep, sounds good. Well beating villain on the scene, Blue Bolt in peril.
Sounds good.
Great
See you in
mystery
10.
cliffhanger.
All right. There we go. All right. Well, welcome back. Everybody's break. As you were last, has made his presence known on the scene and has been facing off with Blue Bolt, Wraith, and what Catalyst has believed that the second floor is cleared of all potential survivors, and Junior is outside awaiting further instructions. And we come back in from that scene with Blue Bolt. You are at the top of the list yet again.
Well, if the professor said to get out of Dodge when we see this guy, I'm getting out of Dodge.
Okay.
So I'd like to. So I'm going to do my lightning flight teleport up to a range of 250 feet out of there.
Okay. So go ahead with a. Is that a movement, Devious, or does he actually have to roll?
Yeah, it's just a movement. He doesn't need to roll for that or anything
Okay.
like that unless something's blocking his way.
Sure. So
if he has line of sight, though, with teleport, he can just look and go there.
Okay.
Doesn't necessarily have line of sight though, because burning building.
Right, but he has
True.
familiarity with where he was at, so I will allow it if he wants to push his way through. Yeah. The thing that I will do is have him roll to make sure that he doesn't hit something on the outside, like maybe a ladder that would came up to assist, or or something. So how far do you go? I mean, prospectively, it's about 200 feet to the window that you came in originally, or where you handed off that one victim. And so you can teleport 50 feet past that with relative ease.
And that should hit me to the ground then, right?
If you wished, well, if you kind of like did a kind of a turn at the, like an arcing kind of turn downward. Yes. That would, well, it wouldn't get you quite all the way to the ground, but get you close enough to where a controlled fall to the ground and it being kind of muddy out probably wouldn't do any damage to you.
Can I aim for that big pillow that the other person jumped into?
Yes, you could do that as well.
Okay.
So just go ahead and just give me a, just a roll, just a general, passive roll.
Okay. A 5. Man, my dice are cold.
So you basically look to the side, and as you do, you turn on your power and you're able to zip to the window, but you just barely kind of overshoot it. And as you're making your arc down towards the pillow, you hit the inflatable device. I don't even know what they call that.
Landing pad.
Something. Anyway, the big pillow of life. And you hit it basically like one of those giant blobs at the lake that people jump into. And you kind of hit it at a really weird angle, and it makes you kind of careen off, and you end up smacking the fire truck that is out in front of it. So I just need you to make just a quick toughness check to make sure you don't do any serious damage to yourself.
17 plus 8, 25, finally.
Okay. So you pull yourself together and you kind of like hit it, but it's like a jolt you, and you're feeling the more so the getting thrown into a wall than you are from this. So no further damage is done to you. It's just you're a little bit out of sorts at the moment. Now, is there anything else you'd like to try to do besides the maneuver? Because that would have been considered a move action.
Probably not at this point, other than saying.
So just you want to delay it, maybe?
Yeah, let's do that.
So you delay your primary action till the end of the turn. JR.
Okay. Okay, so I've seen Blue Bolt get out. Catalyst went.
I radioed that I was outside the laundry room on the 6th floor.
Cool. So you're out. Where's Wraith at?
6th floor. Pretty much
Inside,
right in front of the laundry
outside,
room.
Can get out.
Potentially.
Okay. So basically we're either clear or can get clear real quick.
Right.
Right. Cool. Does anybody know of any more civilians still in the building?
Give me a insight check with the fire department.
Yep.
Or perception to hear the radios. Either
Or
way.
perception on the radio, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have higher of? Perception or insight?
I have a higher perception. It's still not a great.
Wait, you still have your senses, right?
Oh yeah, I've got.
Go ahead and give me one of those rolls, because I think that's going to age you better.
Yeah. Okay, so that is going to be 16. It's not a great roll, but
just as you make that roll, you hear from the 2nd floor, over in the east corner by the stairwell of that side of the building, a scream for help.
Oh man, it's from? Okay, so from where I am,
that would be basically 2 o'clock from your position.
Who's closest?
You.
I'm the closest to it?
Correct.
Cool. And it looks like it's just somebody at a window or near a window?
They're not in the window, but they're calling from an open window.
Cool.
Much of the windows have been busted out by the smoke and the fire at this point.
Cool. I'm going to ask Catalyst if they can. I'll let them know where it is, and let them know exactly, because they're going to be better at getting to that window than I am.
Okay.
You
can jump up there. You have a super leap. I know.
Oh yeah, I do have a super leap, but it will be basically me putting a big strong thing onto a building that's already going to collapse, and I don't want to endanger the person in the room.
Okay.
When there's the possibility of having somebody who will be able to fly them safely.
Okay.
Away. Teamwork makes the dream work, kids. Meanwhile, what I am good at is being very large. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and I'm going to basically be the brute squad. And we're at a fire. There's firefighters. There's guys. Grab a bullhorn and just yell at everybody to get the hell out of here.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
That is it's an intimidation check.
Sure.
I'm putting on my scary face, and that's a 20. So
okay,
roll of 13.
The firefighters, they drop the hoses and start running. People, anybody that was a first aid type person, they're running for cover at this point. The soups have got it under control. At this, it's like, okay, we're done here.
And I'm going to turn to the guy I'm standing next to, who is the dude I talked to before, and call Chief, whether he is the fire chief or not. You took his
bullhorn from him. He's kind of like a little upset, but
Yeah, I'm going to say, dude, the amalgam could wipe everybody out here, man. We need to clear the area and get the Freedom League here, get Aegis here, call in the Marines.
Okay. JR or Paul or JR.
Yep.
Junior.
Junior.
You get a hero point.
Oh, thank you.
For basically looking at the situation and damning all to hell to make sure that everybody clears out as you should, and heeding to the Professor Summers' edict on if the amalgam shows up, call for help.
Yeah.
So, okay, good job.
Cool.
That brings us to the Wraith, who is now squaring off with the amalgam in the sixth floor. Or
what do I know
fifth
about
floor.
amalgam? What do I know about amalgam? Do I know anything about him?
You basically know that he is the he can switch between two different heroes.
Okay.
And
the Raven and Centurion.
Right, Raven and Centurion at this present time. I know he doesn't really look that way that I know of. Maybe you can describe what you see more.
Troy has fortunately put up the actual picture of him right there on the screen for us in the middle. That is, if I know that he's the amalgam, I know that he has all the power of Centurion and all the fighting ability and intellect of the Raven.
Right.
So this is a little like, yeah, I'm Robin the Boy Wonder versus Bizarro, who has the intellect of Batman. So
right,
I'm outclassed. Do I know anything else about him? Anything else from his background?
Let's see here. These are all good questions, so it gives me an opportunity to look into that. They didn't give me a lot, other than he's very tough. He's very sharp and minded. He's very quick. He can fly very quickly. I mean, he's basically a get the hell out of Dodge type villain. You don't want to mess with him, especially.
Then I am going
at your
to
level.
go full defense.
Okay.
So basically, I'm going to spend my entire action going full defense, and I am going to kind of keep him busy, hopefully while everybody else evacuates. I want to buy people time while I do that, and I'm not going to antagonize him to make him angry, but I am full defense, and I am saying, hey, what is it that you want here? What did you have anything to do with this fire?
Oh, so you're going to engage him in a conversation?
Yes, I am, while being on my toes and taking a full defensive action. And I'm going to basically kind of be like looking for my exits, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do know that Catalyst is outside the window of the laundry room, which you happen to be next to.
Okay.
So I wanted to make that very prevalent. The only thing you
Understood.
don't know... Yeah, okay.
Is he saying anything at all?
Is he saying... He looks at you and basically says, just another play toy for me to take care of.
Okay. Well, on that note, I will go ahead and leave.
Okay.
Full defense.
Full defense.
Invest
So he's gonna...
in full, and that means I roll. And if I roll from 1 to 10, I add 10 to it, and then I add my dodge, and that's the DC he has to hit in order to hit me.
All right, let's do that.
I have rolled a 9, which makes that a 19 plus 10, so 29 DC in order to hit me. I am focusing all on not being hit right now, and I am vacating the premises.
All right. So I use my unarmed combat, and then I roll. Basically, I'm going to need a 20.
A 29 to hit.
Yeah. 29. Okay.
Correct.
So, yeah. Okay. So 18 or above. And he takes a concentrated punch, which you're... Man, if it would have been any closer, you would have just been like... But you feel the air rush by your head as you're able to get out of the way and spring. And go ahead and describe your exit out of the building.
I will limbo under his punch, and I will go ahead as he passes by and jump up and kind of spring off of him, not like wanting to cause any damage. I'm not kicking him. I'm basically just because he's Superman essentially, and I know that my kick isn't going to do much at all to him, but I'm going to just kind of springboard off of him and then out the window and head for, I'm going to, from the window, use 60 feet of leaping to jump across to a building across the way.
Okay, so you're not going to use Catalyst at all. Okay, that's cool.
No. But, I if I can, because Catalyst has their own problems right now.
Right. So go ahead and just make it that's
Acrobatics?
a move. Yeah, just give me an acrobatics check.
Sure.
For sake of argument.
22.
Perfect. So yeah, you two receive a hero point for basically doing exactly what you were told to do, was to evade and leave the situation. GR did his with calling for help, so you both get a hero point for that.
Nice.
You know what? And I'm going to give Blue Bolt, you get a hero point back as well because you did what you were supposed to do. You left the situation as quickly as possible. You may not have done it artfully, but you did, and so therefore you get a hero point as well. Catalyst, if you are up,
I'll take it.
All right. I have been told that there is someone on the second floor near the stairwell on the east side, so I am going to go there and try to get them out of the building.
Okay. So you're able to move there fairly unabated because you already came from there.
Yeah.
And now that's just basically retracing your steps. What I need you to do is I would like you, high, low.
High.
Okay. You need to make a DC 15 check on a dodge.
14.
Okay. And so you need to do a toughness or fortitude check. Or is it toughness? Let me double check that. I think it was toughness. Let's see. Falling debris, 50%. So DC 20 on a failure is a dodge check. Means that you get a toughness resistance check of a DC of 20.
22.
Excellent. So as you're flying through, you get pelted a little bit with pieces of debris from the ceiling that's falling around you, but you are able to locate the person that is basically hacking and coughing right next to the stairwell. And you can either go out the way that you came in, or you could go down the stairwell and out that way, out the fire exit.
Go down and out.
Okay.
And try to get them to firefighters, EMTs that are presumably already leaving.
All right. How are you going to pick her up? Is it going to be a physical, or is it going to be with your abilities?
I don't have any move object, telekinesis, anything like that, so I'm going to have to just do it hands-on.
Okay, let's go for that. So just go ahead and make a grab attempt for me.
All right. $13.
You go to grab her, and in your attempt to save her, I just want to make you also get a hero point because you got one for when we switched over to the amalgam situation. You reach out for her, and she's reaching her arm up, and you barely just graze her hand, and it slips from your grasp ever so slightly.
All right. I'm going to spend that hero point then.
Okay.
And try that again. That's a 13 again.
Even with the you got a 3?
No, I got a 13. I rolled a 13. I have no bonus on close attacks.
Okay. So as you reached out the first time, you tried to bring out do like a kind of a spin in midair and reach out with your left hand to grab her, and she just touches your fingertips and then falls. And as you do, the floor gives way of the second floor, and she falls down into the hole into the first floor, into what seems to be a blazing inferno. And all of a sudden, in simulation comes over the loudspeaker. At this point, you hear the voice of Headmaster Summers come over the danger room, basically, the training facility. And he ends the simulation, and all of the building dissolves away. The fire trucks dissolve away. Everybody's basically where you were in the room at the time that all of the digital illusions come down. The hard light projectors, come off, and there's kind of a whirling, the kind of, and there's just a blank square room that you guys started at. As the headmaster comes in from the control room, and okay, everybody assemble on me. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Clapping
And
his hands,
simulation. I could have caught her.
And so you guys line up in front of the headmaster as he's walking back and forth in front of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
My head is hung in shame.
Hey, there's no need for that. Okay? We only had one casualty. And in these dire straits, I mean, that's not what we're shooting for, obviously, but you saved 90% of these people that were trapped in the building. This one just slipped our grasp. Sorry, Catalyst. I didn't mean to say it that way, but it's true. The fact that you guys identified Amalgam finally, and he looks at Blue Bolt, and were able to escape the scene and preserve life on the scene, plus the building did not collapse during this ordeal, which is something that rarely ever happens during this simulation. So I want to applaud you guys for doing a very good job. You did what you were trained to do. You did it to the best of your abilities. And had we had more of our team, which God knows where they are right now, and they will be definitely reprimanded for this, things would have gone a lot easier for you. But for the numbers that you had, I applaud you. Good job.
We didn't save them all.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
My
just going to
character
sneak
he
away.
left definitely on himself. So
I'm going to do that thing where I try to make myself look small, which is ridiculous because I'm 7 foot tall. I'm going to slump my shoulders and drop my head over and sort of walk over to Catalyst and go, hang on. Sorry I did that. Cat, I should have gone back in.
At this point, you guys basically, the headmaster, Duncan Summers, he tells you and reminds you that there's an assembly this afternoon, as you guys all know, where we will have 2 of our noted alumni from the school to come speak with you all. So I would like to give you the rest of the afternoon off to relax and to just kind of get yourself together, clean up, do whatever you need to do. But, we want to be ready for our guests when they show up this evening. All right, so everybody take another hero point for ending the simulation. And then you guys should be able to keep track of that on your own. Can you just give me a heads up of what you guys think you should have?
currently I have 3.
1.
2.
I have 2.
Okay. And Kat has 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Do we know who the 2 visitors are? Or is that a surprise?
Did you guys want to? Did you want it? Well, did you ask? Go ahead and ask.
I'm I'm mainly thinking, is this one of those things where it's like we're gonna have these people are gonna show up?
This is kind of like career day assembly.
Yeah. So we don't know who the heroes are gonna be.
No, you do. You do if you ask. Right? That's why I'm
asking.
asking.
No, I'm not asking. I'm gonna go. So who do you think it's gonna be?
Okay.
And try and figure out who everybody hopes it's gonna be. And
so, do you say that to the team?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody want to do an insight check on that?
Sure.
Okay.
14.
Okay. So you remember in one of the briefings and kind of like what you were hearing, some scuttlebutt that there were some prominent figures that were going to be coming in from previous next gen classes. One of them is Lamar Phillips, also known as Sonic, a very popular person in Freedom City. And then the other was going to be Princess Thetis, or Thetis? Oh, anyway, Thetis. Thetis? Thetis. Of Atlantis, also known as Nereid.
Wow.
And they were going to be the guest of honors for tonight's activities. And please wear your finest. And then the
character
closed.
is like, looks at like, I think I'll dress in black.
Good show, sir. At this point, you guys can go about your day. You guys are at the academy, obviously. You just finished your training session. Outside, you see several of the other team members that you guys have from your class that weren't in your activities. Miss Kitty. Well, it's kind of... There was an early morning class, and then there was an early afternoon class. So the other 4 members of the team did about the same, but you guys did slightly better. Their building collapsed, but they were able to save all the people.
Ah, well, that's actually a better situation. They won.
Yeah. Right. Well, but Elf got punched out by Amalgam. She didn't adhere to the. She got a little too well, I'm going to take this guy out, and
my character
try to go one-on-one.
My character still views it as him failing because people died on their watch.
Right.
And,
I get it.
The whether you get punched out or whatever else, or you get the building collapses, human life is the most important thing to him. So,
okay.
So my character's let down because of, we're all like, darn.
Yeah,
we were so close.
I'm noticing
we did better than them, but we still feel like we did crap.
Right.
Yeah, noticing that Wraith's feeling a bit down in the dumps. Come on and give him a hearty but restrained slap in the back. I'm trying not to break ribs here.
Yeah,
that's
thanks,
the
bud.
spirit, pal. Next
time.
Hell yeah, carry that out into the real world, and we'll do fine.
Yeah. Did you want to do Super Mario now, or did you want to wait until later?
I know time like the present.
All right, I got that oversized controller for you.
Oh. Yeah, so hard to use the regular ones with these big mitts.
Yeah, well, no worries, man. I got you covered.
So you guys are basically
trail off to go do video games.
Okay, so you guys go up to your Wraith's room where he has the really nice setup for video games, and obviously you guys are going to stop by the chow hall and grab some food because at this point JR is probably famished. And of course, he needs his afternoon protein pickup, and so he grabs that.
I can imagine Junior has like it already set up where he's figured out how to hold 3 trays at once in one hand, all piled with food.
Right.
I'm sitting there with like a salad and a piece of baked chicken. He's just like, pat me on the back and smile and stuff like that, and my character's looking depressed.
He's like, why do I have to eat this stuff?
Well, that's the thing. Junior eats a lot, but it's all vegetarian.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you're used to like hanging out with the animals in the forest, you don't exactly want to bite their faces off or anything.
Whenever you show up, people with salad bars cry.
Right.
That's all you can eat.
So, Catalyst, what would you be doing in your off time before this evening?
I am going to the workshop that I use because I really, really see the need for some kind of power that helps me lift stuff. So I'm going to see if I can tinker with it and tinker with my control rod and see if I can get it to do that.
Okay. So you're gonna do some practical application on your stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then Blue Bolt, what would you like to do besides nursing your bruises?
I'm just gonna sulk. Wait until the next meeting.
Okay.
Well, my character will probably invite Blue Bolt and all, but it's like, no using your powers. I'm not going to interface cybernetically, so you can't use your powers on the video game. All right, that's the deal.
I'll just watch you play. That's what I usually do.
All right, cool.
You know what? I'll just retro it in that Blue Bolt and Wraith are roommates.
All right,
you guys share the space. JR, unfortunately, you're too big to have anybody live with you, so you pretty much have the corner apartment all by yourself.
He's kind of across the hall from us, so we're all like,
Yeah. And there are other people that are obviously part of the team that were on the other squad, and they're doing their things and having a good time. So, all right. So that evening comes along. You guys all kind of decide to put the video games down, or at the last minute, you're getting ready while you're still playing, and you take your showers, you get your duds on, and you guys start making your way. And you hear the bell chime, and there's a little PA that comes over. All students, please assemble in the auditorium. Thank you. So all the different classes are coming into play, and
because it's actually been a couple of hours, I briefly consider sideburns.
Yeah, you've got a 4 o'clock shadow already.
Yeah.
An hour early.
Yep.
So you guys make your way in, and go ahead.
No, I was just going to say he probably has one of those electric shavers that is tantamount to a bush hog with him as thick as his head. That's a belt sander. That's not a shaver.
Yeah, I had to get. We had to buy one that they usually use for livestock and get Catalyst to modify
like a sheep
it.
shearer, right? Catalyst modified it for you.
Yeah,
it's got a diamond edge on the blade and stuff. So you guys are all dressed in your finest. Ties obviously are not optional at this point, except for JR. You're allowed to come with a. Well, it's hard to find you clothes. Anyway,
no. I'll be wearing my formal jorts.
Okay, there you go. Formal jorts. I like that. Obviously, you're the only one that gets to go barefoot besides Cassandra. That's only because she doesn't have legs.
Yeah. No, man, I'm not uncouth. I got socks and sandals.
So you see the high school or the academy quartet is playing music in the forum of the foyer of the auditorium, and there's tables set up for people to sit at. There's refreshments and stuff that are catered that you guys can grab really quickly. And then there's a little ding dong, which means everybody needs to sit down. And up to the podium, which is on a small stage in the center of the room, and then backlit and forward lit with lighting effects from one of the students who has light abilities. And she worked really hard on putting this all together, the light show and everything. You guys hear everybody start to clap as you see Duncan Summers, who's the headmaster, come up on the podium along with his daughter, who is the one of the student counselors. And let's see here. This is I haven't actually got this far in the campaign yet. Let's see. Sorry about that. So after a few hours, you guys convene. Headmaster comes to the stage and welcomes the students and invites. At this time, I'd like to bring our special guests to the stage, Lamar Phillips and Princess Theus. Please come to the stage. There's a round of applause from some of the student body. Lamar, Princess Theus, and then there's a beep as he covers the microphone, and his student counselor, Gabrielle Martez, comes in, and she whispers in his ear, does anybody have like improved hearing or anything?
Ultrasonic, but not improved.
Okay.
I
don't know if that affects or not. You
we can make an insight check to. We can make an insight check to kind of get the general vibe of what's going on.
Sure.
And maybe a perception check to overhear.
Sure. You guys are close enough because you're seniors. You sit up towards the front.
Yeah.
14 on the insight, 23 on the perception.
Okay. So from their body language, you're able to perceive that there's definitely something not right. At this point, Callie Summers, the daughter, who's also the mayor of Freedom City, comes up to her father on the other side, and you hear him. There's a little bit of a problem, Father. I think we might have to reconvene and discuss this first. All right, children, it looks like there's been a delay in them of Mr. Phillips and Princess Theus from joining us. So please continue on with the evening's festivities and enjoy a wonderful dinner that has been provided by Helga, the cafeteria staff. Thank you.
General mumble going through. Wonder what's going on.
Right.
I'd imagine in the cafeteria.
Yeah, there's a bubbling as the three of them go off through the headmaster's entrance off to the side, and then disappear down the hallway.
I'll actually go to the headmaster Summers and say, "What's going on?"
He goes, "Have your team assemble in 5 minutes in my office."
Understood. I nod, and I'll go ahead and go over the communicators and say, "Hey guys, they want us to meet in the administrator's office in about 5 minutes. Circle up, get ready."
Cool.
So that gives you just enough time to basically go change really quickly. 5 minutes is a loose term. It's, whenever you guys can get there quickly.
I'm on Bigfoot time, man.
My character just has to
take off the suit jacket, right?
Put the mask on. Yeah, I'm ready. You mean you guys don't wear this under all your stuff underneath? Oh, okay, it's weird.
All right. So the four of you and the other four have been dispatched. The other four team members have already been dispatched when you guys walk into his office.
Dang.
Is he alone this time?
No, he has with him Callie, the mayor, and Gabrielle Martez, who's the school counselor. They're flanking him in his office. Let's see. Summertail's. Okay. Okay. So he basically says Lamar Phillips, aka Sonic, as you guys also know him as, was last seen by an assistant leaving the Louder Foundation, which is the foundation he founded, around lunchtime. So that was several hours ago. He told his assistant that he was going to head back to the campus early and was going to walk rather than, just to kind of reminisce in his mind and get ready for the festivities, for the function. And then you were hoping that he would see Theus, but no one has heard or seen from him since. What they know of Princess Theus, she left Atlantis early this morning, should have arrived at Freedom City Wharf around noon, and there was no report of her craft docking from Atlantis. Callie Summers, the mayor, speaks to this point, and heroes that she wanted to reach out to Bowman, Thunderbolt, and Centuria, and all current members of Freedom League couldn't be reached. The other alumni in the school are currently located on Earth, that they know of are Raven, Daedalus, and Relentless. All three of whom were members of the Altarian Teens, which was a teen group of heroes.
Yep.
Alternateens.
Alternateens, excuse me. Messages were left to Daedalus and Relentless, who haven't responded yet. She has a direct line to Raven, but the line was dead, which she found concerning. 3 different alumni of the academy have gone missing. There suggests a pattern, she says.
Well,
Do you want us to investigate then?
Well, I would say that we probably want to start by finding out as much as we can about the 2 that were supposed to be here.
Well, with the team that we have, it'd probably be best to look for sonar. I don't think we have any much ability to search underwater. But between me and the other guys, I think we're going to be best to handle maybe some urban investigation.
Yeah, I definitely can't go underwater.
Yeah.
The Catalyst is probably the only one amongst us who could do that.
Yeah, I can go underwater.
Yeah.
Can't really take any passengers.
I can go underwater.
So,
Well,
where exactly
it says here
was
that
sonar
it says-
last seen? Or
Well, it
Sonic
says
last
the
seen?
heroes. Well, the heroes may want to investigate the Louder Foundation or Atlantis. Obviously, you guys have chose the Louder Foundation because Atlantis is kind of a different country, first of all, or a different empire, and it's a little bit too off the beaten path.
Given the choice, I want to go to Atlantis,
Now,
but
just so you do know, her younger brother, Telemachus, is a current student at the Claremont Academy, and you could ask him for more information if you wanted to find out about the princess's whereabouts, as a point. So, but the other one, it's going to take some street smarts to try to figure out what happened.
Ooh, does anybody have that?
Well, we have street smarts-ish. Esque. Somewhat.
I grew up in
Kinda
suburbia. I
sort of
don't know
know.
much about the streets.
Yeah, I just
I'm-
have smarts. So
I know that there's like a line that somebody paints down the middle of a lot of them.
right, yeah,
So
and
that,
like
that sounds
most of the
like a
time,
street.
some on the sides too.
And roads and on the sides, yes, major highways. It's a double yellow line. You don't cross that one.
Yeah.
That's dashed is
I
fine.
mean,
you can pass.
if
But yeah, let's look into it.
if we can find something that belongs to Sonic, I could probably bloodhound it, but depending on whether he decided to walk through an open sewer or not.
Well, I mean, there's probably some of his stuff at the Louder Foundation.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well, you do know that he was walking from the Louder Foundation to here, so his disappearance had to have happened between there and.
So we
and
know he
Claremont
made
Academy.
it to the Louder Foundation. He
He was
there.
at he was at the Louder Foundation. Told his
Mhm.
assistant that he was going to walk here
Yep.
to clear his head. It probably would have taken, if he walked at a decent pace, it probably would have taken him about 30 minutes.
All right. Well, then we will go ahead, pile into the mystery machine, grab Scooby Doo, and head on our way to the Louder Foundation and try to retrace his path. Sound
All right.
good?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay. So you guys basically open up the back. JR is able to jump in.
Yep.
Who's driving?
Not it.
I'll drive. Why?
If
don't
I had
drive,
to go
man.
with somebody, it'd either be Wraith or Catalyst. So
I'll drive. That's fine.
okay.
All right. On the way there, I want to keep my eyes out for things like security cameras, ATMs, things where there might be like, on the path there.
Sure.
I don't know how we would get access to it, but at least we can maybe appeal to somebody about getting access to it.
Okay.
Looking for any things like any kind of signs of altercations, battles, things like that. Also double check and see if there's any like shortcuts, like down any alleys that he may have taken if he knows the area.
Well, you got to remember that he was a
Can
student
he
here
fly
one
at
time.
all?
He could, if he wanted to, but he's decided to walk.
Does he normally do that, or does it say that he was walking for sure?
His assistant was told by him that he was going to walk to the academy to clear his head.
Mm.
Okay. I don't
Please
suppose
roll.
that sniffer of yours might be able to track him. I look to Junior and say,
But normally he does fly. So
Yeah.
it's not a matter of him. He could have escaped whoever was trying
he
to.
said walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's
so-
go ahead and see if Junior, can you track by scent?
Yeah.
Well, we got to go there to get something of his to track.
Yeah, that should be fine. I mean, we can go to the louder
Yeah,
place. And,
something that the Louder Foundation should be able to sort that out.
I'm
Okay.
going to
Alright.
fly and try to get an aerial view and see if there's any signs of an altercation off the road,
Okay.
like away from the street.
So you're taking an aerial advantage of
Yeah.
Of when you guys are driving. So you're basically
Yeah,
just
rooftops, alleyways, stuff like
gotcha.
that.
All right. So everybody.
If Wraith is driving and I'm shotgun, I'm going to be looking street side for anybody or anything.
oh, Blue Bolt, do you have the ability to look into some of those security cameras on the way? I mean, can you do your little hacky accessy thing?
I don't have a hacky accessy thing.
Don't you?
I thought you did.
No.
Oh well.
Do I?
I guess if we do run across any kind of security systems or anything else like that, we'll appeal
I can
to
sort them out.
Summers to
Right.
appeal to Summers to get like a warrant for investigation if they can do that.
Well, you really don't need the warrant when the mayor's there.
Oh, well, there you go.
So you guys have kind of an ace in the hole, I guess you could say. So I guess the biggest thing here would be we'll just do this as a party, and the amount of successes will as each of you doing your own specific task. So Catalyst, you're going to do something. What would you like that's that going to be a perception?
Investigation, if I
Okay.
could negotiate it.
Sure.
Okay.
That makes a good point. Investigation. And what is let's go with a DC. Everybody's working on this, or is everybody working on it individually?
My perception's +6, if that's any good for me to do that.
Well, let's do this investigation because it's kind of a cold case at this point.
Okay.
With your investigation of an aerial, looking for different things that may have drawn attention to yourself, or not to yourself, but to you that is out there. Would it be too much for DC 15 on that?
No, that's
I'm
fine.
asking. I'm asking the peanut gallery to assist me in my GMing.
No, I don't think that's too much at all.
Okay.
Catalyst rolled terribly, so that's a 10.
Okay. Not a problem. Now you do have options. You can either use the hero point that you have, or you can just take the failure.
I am going to use the hero point.
Okay, go ahead.
Same thing on the dice, but add 10 to that, so 20.
Beautiful. All right, so getting your senses and your boundaries, basically, you kind of we're kind of not really sure about what you should be looking for. And as you guys are making your way there, you notice that there was kind of an area where it looks like tire tracks came to a really quick stop about 3 blocks from the Louder Foundation.
Okay.
And then there was a burnout, and they went down an alley and disappeared.
Okay. We follow the tracks.
Okay.
20 wax.
What did you want to go to the Louder Foundation first, or are you starting at the Louder Foundation and working way back?
We'll go to the Louder Foundation. I thought that's where we were going first.
Okay.
So we can get him something to smell. Once we have something for him to smell, we'll go ahead and track that way. If you're going to, we're all going to coordinate over our communicators while all this is going on. So if there's a spot that he can find out, and we find out that he tracks that spot to where those things are, that's going to be all that much more, curious and intriguing.
Like all you have to do is kick me out at the Louder Foundation, and then I can catch up with you.
I don't have any investigation, but I've got a technology skill.
Okay.
Can I try to review security footage or ATM footage or whatever I can find to see anything curious?
You know what, Kat, can you give me a do you have you have an inventor's type thing, right? You have expertise?
I do. Yeah. I have expertise science, I have technology.
Okay. So what you guys have done to the mystery machine, we'll just call it, unless you want to call it something else.
Sounds good to me.
The van, you have it decked out with some surveillance material, computer uplink, stuff like that. So wirelessly, you guys would be able to get access to the traffic cameras and other kind of Big Brother type materials. And you've been granted access through your connection with the mayor, who happens to be the headmaster's daughter. So she greenlights that, no problem. You guys have access to that region of town. She's also had Gabriela Marquez call the assistant at the Louder Foundation, and they brought you a coat that he had forgotten to put on for his walk over.
Cool. Okay.
And she'll meet you out front. So go ahead, and I guess we go Wraith, since you're in the van and you just dropped off JR. Go ahead and give me the tech.
All right.
And I will give you a +2 because you have Catalyst on your team.
Well, I mean, what you can do is an aid check, where if it would make more sense. What is your technology, Catalyst?
+8.
+8. That's
Yeah.
2 better than mine. So what I'll do is I will aid her check.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll roll an aid check. So that's versus DC 10. And if I get 1 success, it adds 2 to her roll. And if I get 3 successes, then I'll add 5 to her roll.
Okay.
1 moment. I rolled a total of 17, which is only going to give her a +2 to her roll. So
All right.
we'll coordinate and get that done.
Three threes in a row. So that's great. So another hot 13.
Hero point?
All spent.
Oh, Lordy.
Could you use a hero point in this case, since you guys are teaming up?
I can use a hero point on my roll, but it basically some time goes by, enough time to make that check and run into a dead end. But then on another subsequent check, I could try here, let me try to do it. And then I can try it. And if I fail, I can then go for another check with a hero point. I'll go ahead but basically when you make a check and you fail, it means some time has gone by.
Right.
So that time is, something may have happened during that intervening time. But I'll go ahead and do that. I have rolled a total of 23 on mine.
Okay.
So
you were able to put together a timeline from the time that he left the Louder Foundation to about where the tire marks that she found happened. So I'm going to skip.
I don't suppose there's like any kind of camera looking over where that occurred, but we can find out by following maybe the cameras. Oh, he passed by here. We see him walking by here, and he should have been walking by here, but he's not there. So in between here and here is where he disappeared. Okay.
Right, and that happens to line up with where the skid marks on the road were. The fresh tire tracks that she saw.
Why don't we go ahead and start him, Junior, sniffing around that area then?
That sounds good to me.
And I'll use my electro sense to feel out any people around.
Okay.
And I'm using IR vision, just, in any special senses we have, we're going to try to put them in full effect here.
All right, go ahead, Junior, and give me a sensory check.
That is 26.
Okay, so from the coat that you smelled that you now put in the van, you get out of the street about where the tire tracks were, and you get a definite scent that goes down this alleyway towards the pier.
Who does do I get any smell off the? I mean, if it was people who grabbed him or whatever, is there anything there? Did like somebody shove an ether-soaked rag over his face? Because I might.
All right. So with your check, okay, I'm going to come back to you. Okay, because there's something more for Junior.
I'm going to sniff around the alleyway.
You get a smell of alcohol. And Blue Bolt tells you that he sees somebody's electronic, description, which is basically he can see their nervous system. that's behind a garbage can that's down the alleyway that you guys perceive the van had possibly gone down, because the skid marks kind of lead you to that alley.
Okay.
And so there's Blue Bolt. You can tell them that you see a person down behind a one of the garbage cans down the alley. So how does that look to you when you find that out? Michael?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were addressing me.
Blue Bolt.
Do they look conscious?
Yeah. I mean, they're alive.
Are they crouching?
Hello?
Are they laying down?
No, they're okay. So he's slumped. He's kind of leaned back against the wall, huddled up in kind of a ball, clutching something in his hands.
Hey there, you okay?
Might have a witness.
So you guys go down obviously go down there and to talk to the guy.
Yeah.
So you guys see basically a street urchin, a wino, sitting up against and he's got this. Actually, he's got a very nice bottle of wine for somebody. It's obviously more than he could afford. And he goes, "Hey man, how you doing? Who you? You're a big dude."
Yeah, thanks, man. I work out.
I guess so.
How are you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm just nursing this fine bottle of Merlot, having a little, afternoon soiree. Just
Cool.
enjoying myself.
Definitely think that's the sort of thing that's gonna be unusual.
You got any more wine, man? Because I'm running out of this one. Then that one kid, he came by and he gave me this bottle. He said it was for somebody, and he said I might need it more than them, so he gave it to me.
Yes, sorry, man. I'm still in high school.
So you smell around this gentleman the scent from the coat.
Hmm.
And he kind of holds the bottle. You sure you don't want a sip?
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in a smell of it.
Okay. So you pick up the bottle
Mm-hmm.
and you smell it. It obviously smells like him and trash and other things that are around him.
Yeah.
But there's the distinctive smell of Sonic or Lamar Phillips on the bottle.
So he was. Am I guessing that he was carrying this bottle?
Well, you know that he's an alumni, and you know that he has connections with the headmaster, who is
Right.
a wine connoisseur.
All right. So he's bringing that as a present for the.
But he realized, and the guy goes, "Yeah, he was sitting there, and I was over there on the street, just kind of minding my own business, and then these guys came out of nowhere, just absolutely just beep, pulled up, and he put up his dukes and dropped the bottle, and he said, 'Watch that for me,' and then he went to go do something, and then he just slumped over, and they grabbed him and threw him in the van, and the van took off that way. So I was watching the bottle for him."
So
Did you happen to get a license plate?
I think it had a J, maybe, and a 3. My eyesight's not very good, but I know the color of the van.
Okay. What color was that?
It was green.
Mm-hmm.
It was a green
Have
van,
a
and
logo
it had
on it?
yeah. I didn't know what it was, and he tries to draw it out in the muck of the alleyway, and you
Does it have
see
any
like
words on it?
no, it's just an emblem, and it looks like a leaf.
okay.
with a small stem, and then he basically draws like a leaf.
All right. I will go ahead and go back in the van and review the security camera footage
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and look for a green van, especially if we can get a plate off of it.
Okay.
I'm going to try to. Does it? Well, first, I think anybody. If anybody's got like something they can give him to draw a picture of the leaf, we might be able to ID it. The other thing I want to do is if I can go to where he was grabbed, like if he was, I've got a really good sense of smell. So if he was drugged, I should be able to smell the drug. If he was tasered, I should be able to smell ozone and burning. If I can get.
Okay.
I wish I could talk to animals.
The weirdest thing here is when you go back to where you guys think the van or the accost, they were accosting someone. You do pick up Catalyst at this point. Did you want to join the team?
Yeah, I'm not having much luck up here looking from on high.
Okay.
You might, Nate, you might want to check the private chat. There's a couple questions in there you might want to address.
Sorry, I totally got zoned in. All right, really quickly, let me give you some information, and then we're going to take a short break. Or are we going to end for the evening? That's
I think in
something
for
that
the
we
evening,
need.
probably.
I think
And
if
for
we
the
can
evening?
ID the van, if that
Okay.
that might be a good
Yeah.
cliffhanger, or
Sure.
you know.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So, I need just quick roll from everybody. See where you guys land on this, and I will give you the information appropriatly. So, are you
What are we
using your
rolling on?
senses again? Well, I thought he was still using his scent.
Well, I'm going to use scent.
Okay.
Catalyst is really smart, so
Right.
she could try to see if she can recognize the
Well, I
leaf
figured
pattern.
she would work with Wraith on that.
Yeah.
I do have eidetic memory. So if there's a possibility that I've seen this logo anywhere, like on an advertisement or maybe driving around town, I might be able to recall.
Well, that
also
helps out a lot, actually.
You've been scanning the security cam footage,
the video.
so you might even have seen the van itself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
well,
here's the funniest thing though. Okay, and then Blue Bolt. What would you like to try to do? I kind of understand what they're doing. Is there anything that you'd like to try to?
I don't know how much I can contribute right now. Not when you've got the eidetic memory.
Well, I think if Blue Bolt could help me out with the sensory check as well, because again, if he's been, he was obviously taken out. He's a superhero, so whatever he sort of went, okay, something's gone wrong. I'm about ready to superhero the crap out of it. And then all of a sudden he just fell down. Right. So something happened. Maybe that's something that someone with electricity sensors could detect. So I think working between electricity sensors and weird smell, we might be able to.
So yeah, why don't you guys go ahead and team up on that? Let's start with Let's start with the with that aspect really quickly, and then we'll go to you guys, and we'll wrap this thing up, and we'll get this identified or not. So,
what's your perception roll?
+6.
Okay, I've got a higher perception, so if you want to roll to assist.
Okay.
however that works. I'm not sure though.
12 plus 6, 18.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
a
what is
degree of
that?
success. That's one
Okay.
degree.
That is 16 plus 7 is 23.
That would be 2 degrees. So it's a total of 2 degrees. Is that right, Devious? Or
What
is
was
it 3?
the DC? 15?
15.
And yeah, 23 would be 2 successes.
So that's a total of 3 with the aid, or
What was the aid number? What was the roll on the aid?
it was an 18.
18.
Okay, so
So
that's
it's
a +2 to the roll of the person who rolled the roll.
Oh, I see. I
That's
see.
23,
Okay.
25.
So that's still 2.
No,
I got you.
it bumped it up to 3.
Oh,
Yep,
did it?
'cause-
Okay.
That's right
25,
where it goes to 3.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
meets.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Wraith and Catalyst, and we're going to put this all together. I will explain everything that's going on. What's really
Sure.
So you got
I
a
think I'm
green
rolling my
van.
electronic roll.
and then
Okay.
investigation from Catalyst.
rolled
And
a
will
total
the
of
eidetic
18.
memory add to that?
Correct.
It does, yes.
Or I don't know
Roll
how
an
much
18.
it does.
It adds +5
Okay.
Does it?
All right.
Okay,
on any attempt to recall information.
cool.
All right. So I'm glad the numbers are big. So that's a total of 19.
Nice. And that includes the +5?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Because I can't roll above a 3.
That's just
Okay.
yeah.
It's
That
just,
was a
well,
2.
if we
I've had
put
those
Three
many.
previous rolls were each 3.
Mm.
so in the camera footage, you do see the green van. There is no plate,
Mhm.
but you do identify that the van is green, and you do identify that it had the leaf on it, which then leads to the type of leaf it is, which your memory serves you correctly that the pattern that he drew and what you saw on the van in the footage, it's a tea leaf.
Cool. Is
That
a
also
particular
goes
company there.
that also goes with JR, who when sniffing around got the hint of green tea at the location and where the abduction happened. And Blue Bolt realizes that there was some kind of flash or electrical disturbance at this location based on some
Lingering
of the
ozone.
it's like a lingering effect.
Mm.
It's very slight, but you were able to pick it up just like, yeah, somebody got electrocuted. And the Wino stands up with the bottle. He's like, yeah, they gotta be that way, man, towards the wharf. I know it. And then he falls back down and just polishes off the bottle.
Yeah.
And
I say we head off in that direction.
Cool.
I think
So
that's
it's
it.
probably some sort
Sounds good.
of warehouse by the wharf where they're storing tea.
Sounds like a good lead.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
My family is Indian. So
Yep.
would I know of any local tea haunts or tea companies?
You know what? Why don't go ahead and give me a roll just so we can end this thing with a high note, because I know you've been dreading.
Hey, that's a 7 at least. 19 again.
Nice. All right. You do know that there is a former warehouse of a company that sold green tea down in the harbor district,
Mhm.
and that
All right.
it's at least in the right direction from what the wino said. if you believe the why not.
All right. I'll share that with everybody.
And then you guys get a call on the phone, and we're going to leave it there.
All right.
No worries.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Sorry about not seeing the private chat sooner.
No
All good,
worries.
my
No
friend.
worries. All right.
Chewing
Well,
bubblegum.
that was fun. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Is there any parting things you would like to say to the world at large, Mr. Nate?
Well, if I'm the one, going to be ending this thing, I just want to say thank you to everybody that showed up, all the players, everybody that wanted to watch this. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be at Gen Con just at the end of the month here. I'll be running this campaign bookended amongst 2 Valiant adventures. So there's a lot of teen action going on at Gen Con with me in room 121. Come by, see us, stop by the booth, and pick up your copy of the Origin edition of 4th edition of Mutants and Masterminds. They are going to have print copies for sale at the booth, as well as on the Green Ronin store online, and not only in print, but also in PDF. So make sure you guys take the opportunity to join the playtest material that we're going to have access to, and help us create a new and integral world of Mutants and Masterminds for everyone to enjoy.
All right.
Nice.
Thank
Oh,
you,
and of course,
Does,
Mumama tomorrow. But that's your thing.
does anybody else want to say anything before we head out? If you'd like to go around, let's go ahead and start with Warden Maximus. Joe, you got anything for us?
Thank you to Nate for running the game. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the other players for coming along on this adventure. And that's pretty much all I got. Thanks for everybody who watched. And that's all I got.
Got anything to plug?
No.
All right.
I don't have
No
any
problem.
plugs.
All right, let's go to Paul. Paul, you got what you got?
Yeah, thanks very much for stepping up there, Nate. Really appreciate it. Hoping that people come in and check out Momano tomorrow, and check out the tank, check out the grad, interact community. Sorry, I'm starting to lose coherence.
Me too. Hey, I just want to say, Nate, you did such a great job. You got this on lock. No doubt about
Thanks for
it.
teaching the newbie.
All right.
Yeah,
Seriously?
All right, Michael and
Stepping up is important, because without a GM, there's no game.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy job.
Sorry, Devious, what are
Michael
you
in
doing?
Chat? Oh, I was just saying Michael in chat to go, and then I was gonna to say goodbye to the folks. Michael in chat, you got anything?
Nope, I'll see you at Moo Mammo tomorrow.
Yay!
Sounds great. Guys, Atomic Think Tank is where you can go to get a number of articles, some free stat blocks from the entire community, including some wonderful articles by Mr. Paul Rua there. And also, don't forget Gen Con coming up, where Green Ronin Publishing will be revealing the Origin
I'm gonna mute
edition.
you. I'm going to mute you right now.
Well, go ahead.
I'm just like, what in the world? Lovely.
Do your
Thank
thing.
you. Thank you, Devious. Hey, again, I want to say, Nate, you did a fantastic job. I mean, it was really great seeing you do your thing. You got it on lock. Looking forward to seeing everybody, as folks have said, you can hang out with us during our Mumamo tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about. Oh, hey, a reminder to folks, 4E it's right on the cusp. 7/31 is going to be available, limited special edition print run plus PDF. You can pick it up at the Green Ronin online store, or you can pick it up at Drive Thru RPG, or why don't you stop by booth 101 at Gen Con and pick up a copy for yourself. Get it in your hot little hands. There's going to be a bunch of really great books there for you to pick up, limited print runs on those things as well. So, we'll be all hanging out there, and that just how many days away is that? Not very many.
No, less than a week.
Yeah, about a week and a half. Awesome. Well, we look forward to talking to everyone again tomorrow. You'll get your Moom ammo, whether you want it or not. And all right,
And
guys.
pick up this adventure, Astonishing Adventures. What happened?
Right. You'll find the
to
link in the
next
show
gen.
notes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just
So
$5.99. You too can support a Bigg Nate. Awesome. Ciao, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend, and then